Next, the Kling brothers bring the Ghost Lab to the place where rock was born.
Shreveport Municipal Auditorium, baby. Oh.
And some say, never really died. Is this a hot spot of paranormal activity?
They saw the light.
And can a new approach bring an old building back to life?
When was the energy level the highest? Here, the early 50s.
The idea of parallel universes, you have to come up with real tests.
And later, the Myrtles Plantation is known as the most haunted home in America.
It's saying something, dude.
The team casts their electronic net to separate fact.
Who's back there?
From legend.
It is ice cold right here. That's right here, dude.
We are the Kling brothers, and we believe that science holds the key to unlocking the secrets of the dead.
We formed an investigation team called Everyday Paranormal. Our mission, visit the most haunted places in America, find evidence, and test new theories to probe the existence of the afterlife.
This is Ghost Lab.
San Antonio, Texas native Brad Kling and his brother Barry are just a couple of everyday guys. Brad is an IT consultant, and Barry teaches special ed at a local school. But ever since a life-changing encounter nearly 20 years ago, the Kling brothers have been on a mission.
July 6, 1990. I was on a family vacation in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. It was broad daylight. We were on our way out of town in my dad's truck. I look over into the field, and I see this small group of Union soldiers just walking through the field. I thought they were doing a reenactment, so I told my dad to stop the truck. I jump out with my old VHS video camera, and I start running after them. They're in frame for several seconds. I think, you know what? I want to get closer to these guys so I can get them on film better. I stop the camera, and I start running after them again. Right at that moment, they disappeared before my eyes. There was no explanation. I mean, there were no signs of a reenactment. There were no crowds, no cars, nothing like that. There's no way they could have gotten to the tree line that quickly. And, it was just unexplainable. And I've been wanting answers ever since.
We put the VHS tape on, and I was blown away. And it really sparked my interest in the paranormal at that point.
2 years ago, Brad and Barry formed a group called Everyday Paranormal.
Paranormal activity happens to everyday people in everyday places. This is not something that's taboo, that's mystical, that's witchcraft, or anything like that. My philosophy is you have to use facts. You have to use science. So that's where we come in.
Hey, Brad. Yeah, good news, man. Got us access to the Shreveport Municipal Auditorium. Tons of claims. Got footsteps, apparitions, shadows, voices. There's claims of a lot of stuff dealing with music, a lot of stuff on stage.
Johnny Cash and all those guys. And I know that's where Elvis actually got his professional start. I want to find out what's fueling the paranormal fire there. What makes those ghosts stay in the Municipal Auditorium?
But we need to get the lab going. We need to get up to Shreveport. It's a long drive. We need to get it going pretty quick.
Sweet. Right. Hey, check this out. We're going to Shreveport, Louisiana, so I need to make sure that these laptops are all ready to go. I need to make sure Smartboard is all set up with software. So I need you two guys to be in charge of tech for this investigation. EMF data loggers. We're going to take everything. We're going to spread that electronic net into place. I want to find evidence. We're going to try to catch all the stuff that's happening up there.
All right.
Katie, make sure that you have your cameras. Make sure you have your batteries all set up. Also do a little research. See if you can find anything about the Shreveport Municipal Auditorium.
Okay.
In a forgotten corner of Shreveport, Louisiana, lies a brooding monument to the city's storied past, the Shreveport Municipal Auditorium. Though its doors are still open, it's been years since the venue's glory days, when it hosted the Louisiana Hayride radio show, introducing the world to Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, and the king himself, Elvis Presley. But some say the spirits from the venue's glory days still roam these halls.
First thing we want to do is meet with Teresa. She's kind of the unofficial historian of the Shreveport Municipal Auditorium. We want to see if she has blueprints. We want to get claims of activity from her. Just meet with her and see what's going on here. One thing I really wanted to ask you was, it's all true about Elvis, about he got a start here,
Yes, he
the
did.
whole nine.
Elvis got his start here. It was 1954, and in fact, in one of the rooms you'll probably see later in the Elvis Presley dressing room, there's actually a copy of the contract he signed with the Louisiana Hayride.
Any apparitions or any sightings in that area?
People have heard stuff. On this side, though, someone actually saw a shadow of a man that was leaning in the hallway here one night when they were locking up.
Visible apparitions can appear in shadow form. They are considered in paranormal lore to be physical manifestations of the dead.
I have had experiences in the balcony over the ballroom, in the basement, in this very hallway, in the dressing room areas.
I heard voices in this alcove, and there was nobody here. And I've seen the door appear at the end of the hallway on the balcony, open and close by itself.
Man, Shreveport, there's a lot of stuff going on here.
We got to get cameras out. We got to get wires set, get a game plan down. I mean, we got all kinds of crap to do.
Well, let's get it done. Guys, this place is huge. We actually have the blueprints, and we're going to kind of show you where we're going to be investigating some of the activity and some camera placement, some audio placement.
Paranormal investigators believe that spirits manifest as energy, which can take the following forms: visible apparitions, spikes in electromagnetic fields, or EMF, drastic changes in temperature, noises, and sometimes as electronic voice phenomena, or EVP, which are audio recordings of voices that are generally below the threshold of human hearing. These are the types of evidence the team is looking to collect.
Let's start with the main stage area. So what we're going to do, we have some activity on the stage. We want to open up that curtain. We want to put an infrared camera here.
There's a door up here on the balcony. It supposedly moves by itself. It's been witnessed by several people at the same time.
We want to do audio work in the Presley dressing room. There's a lot of audio there, so that's what we want to try to capture. Out in the hallway, that little box right there is a fire hose. They actually saw an apparition, a shadow, leaning up against that wall right there.
That's the areas we're going to hit. Let's go ahead and run all of our cameras there, get our audio going, and we're going to get this thing going.
That's good.
Great.
To make sure no corner of the building goes unmonitored, the Ghost Lab team cast an electronic net over the entire building.
You know, some people say, ghost hunting is all glamorous and fun, but you got to do a lot of grunt work too. So that's what we're doing now.
Pain in the butt.
This is the door that opens and closes, right? Shut good. Okay.
The team wires the building from top to bottom with surveillance equipment, audio recorders, and digital data loggers. The data loggers take continuous snapshots of the environmental conditions, including temperature, humidity, and electromagnetic fields, or EMF. The team can then analyze those back in the lab.
Barry, the Paralab? Lab, go ahead.
The Ghost Lab is the team's mobile command center, and it's their home base during their investigations.
We're going to get baseline readings. Baseline readings are controlled readings taken when there's no paranormal activity happening. Any difference to those readings could be paranormal.
Brad, the lab, got your baseline EMF readings. Number 1, 0.32. Number 2, 0.3.
Once these are established, the team can track any unexpected changes, which could represent paranormal activity.
One of the claims in this area of the building is they saw a shadow of a person sitting right here, foot up, leaning against the wall. So anytime there's some sort of apparition, we do what we call a linear sweep.
A linear sweep involves placing data loggers in a straight line down a hall or stairwell.
Come on down, like about 4 feet right there.
Right here.
Data loggers are devices that take readings for EMF and temperature every 2 seconds. If an entity moves through a room, this will allow us to track its movement.
Meanwhile, Steve Harris and Hector will try to gather EVPs, or electronic voice phenomena, in Elvis's dressing room.
EVP session number 1 for Steve Harris, Hector, in Elvis's dressing room. And we are going to see if we can communicate with him or somebody else by asking some questions.
Brad and Barry move on to the ballroom, where the balcony door allegedly opens and closes.
This is where the door on the upstairs balcony moves by itself. We're going to conduct some EVP sessions in here and see if we can stir something up.
To conduct an EVP session means that audio recorders are running and doing several different things to call out whatever entity might be there to try to get disembodied voices on tape. EVP session, upstairs ballroom. Now, if you're up here, I shouldn't have to be asking you questions. Water fountain turning on. Did you hear that? Huh? Who's up here? I thought I heard sound coming from this side.
Hello? Someone in here?
Can you go fix that door? No. Well, don't open the door. Just watch it. It's open. You're kidding.
The door is open.
No.
Was it open earlier?
No, it wasn't.
We're facing the other way. I'm staying up here. Anybody up here? You just open the door?
Door's open.
The door is open, dude. Was it open earlier?
No, it wasn't. Door's open.
I'm standing on the upstairs balcony, and we heard a knocking sound. Wasn't sure what it was. We kind of went into this little hallway that leads up to the balcony, and lo and behold, the door is open.
We need to confirm that that door was closed. Do you remember the doors being closed or open? The balcony.
They're closed.
They're closed?
Yeah.
All of them are closed?
Yeah. I was up there. They were all closed.
Shut good? Yeah.
That's what I thought. One of them was wide
I
open.
can guarantee it.
Well, we didn't capture the door opening, but we do know this. The door was for sure closed. We know that there were no drafts, no wind, anything like that that would cause the door to open. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the EMF data loggers just to see if anything strange happened on those during that time. Oh, yeah, it's jumping, dude.
What are you getting?
1.7s, 1.8.
The data loggers are now showing EMF readings 6 times higher than the baselines.
Light up above your head.
That's 0.4. That's not causing it. High EMF or electromagnetic fields can be caused by several things. By computer screens, power lines, or anything that has electrical currents to them. If there are areas that have high EMF but none of those things around, that leads us to believe that